Hello, Scorpio. Good to see you. Sorry I've been away so long. I've been a little bit under the weather. And I've also had a lot of other obligations in my professional life, because I do have another, like an actual full-time job. So, this is your love and relationship reading for May 2018. Let's get started. I have a Four of Swords. I have the Lovers. I have a Queen of Cups. Nice. I have a Five of Wands. This is the Chariot. This is the Hangman. I have the Wheel of the Year. This is a Queen of Pentacles. So we have two queens here. And then we have a Seven of Wands reversed. Okay. And then, of course, I will pull an outcome card after the main reading. Okay. My first impression was a little bit of disruption in a relationship, because we have a Four of Swords, which in certain contexts, depending on what's around the cards, the Four of Swords can mean taking a break. Okay, so in the context of a relationship reading, someone could be hiding, someone could be disappearing, and this is reinforced by the Five of Wands. I get the feeling that along with the Four of Swords, some of you might be dealing with a love interest or a partner or someone you're dating. It keeps sort of like disappearing. They're inconsistent, but you're still together. You have the Lovers, which is underscored by the Chariot. The Chariot's right under the Lovers. So I feel like some of you Scorpios are in some type of connected relationship here. And you also have a Queen of Cups. And this is the signifier for Cancer, by the way. So a little bit of there's some obstacles here in this relationship, and then there's a Hangman, and the Hangman is all about dealing with difficulties. It's about letting go, learning the lessons that are meant for you. Sometimes it can mean the universe brings something your way where you have to accept something that's very difficult for you, and you have to be willing to move emotionally forward. You can't hang back. It can mean that there's a situation that brings a very difficult change, and you want to stay in the same place, but the universe is saying no, you got to keep it moving. Okay, and maybe this has a little bit to do with the Chariot right before the Hangman, that there are things propelling the relationship, and maybe there's someone, maybe the partner or love interest is the one who is still dealing with emotional hang-ups, and still having issues with moving forward. And so that is sort of what's coming to me right now. That is what I'm feeling out. That you would move forward in the relationship with the energy of the Lovers, but there's someone here, and these are your three major arcana. You would move forward in the relationship. The relationship has a lot of potential. And so the Hangman is about getting new perspective, not just where you are in the relationship, but the other person as well. So it's quite possible for some of you Scorpios that you are dealing with a little bit of relationship friction. And the Chariot is in the center of your spread. It might be the undergoing theme of what these cards are all about, that it's about a relationship that has so much potential, but there's still difficulty in moving forward. And I also want to point out an important contrast of what I'm seeing here in your cards. We have the Lovers, this symbolism of clouds. You see the Queen of Cups. She's connected to the water, of course, but then she has clouds here. The Lovers, they're here on Earth, but then there's this spiritual energy that's lifting you up. The Chariot, once again, we have clouds here, this firmament, this air energy reaching for your dreams, because this crescent moon, it represents the subconscious. So all of this light, hoping and dreaming and all the potential, it seems to be underscored with these pentacles here. And yes, this is your fourth major arcana card. This has the pentacle, the Hangman has the pentacle, the Queen of Pentacles, of course. And so you have three cards with the significance of pentacles, which are grounding, and also about the material world. So I kind of feel like some of you Scorpios in your relationships are dealing with the balance of hoping and dreaming and the potential of the relationship, and balancing that with the real life issues like living together, dating, the physical connection, seeing each other. And then the Wands, you have a Five of Wands here, which is about conflict. And then you have the Seven of Wands, which is actually reversed. And this Seven of Wands is usually about defending your territory. But when it's reversed, it's about establishing your boundaries. So when this Seven of Wands is reversed, when fire is reversed, things always get a little bit chaotic here. And I get the feeling that this energy could be about a lot of anxiety or fears, not necessarily surrounding you, but I feel surrounding the love interest or the partner here, that someone is overly defensive. And so I think it's interesting how we get all of the hopes and dreams and the emotional opening up here, but then we get a little bit of conflict here with the Hangman, emotional hang-ups, and the Hangman seems to be underscored here in the future with the Seven of Wands. So yeah, I am seeing trouble in paradise, so to speak, but I'm also seeing you believing in the potential of a relationship and wanting to move forward. But there's still some important roadblocks that you and your partner have to get past. And so as we look into your future, the Wheel of the Year is important. It's a karmic wheel. It's about things changing and never going back. It's about the choices that we've made. Also, it's a little bit of karma. It's not the actual, of course there's a card that's karma, that's entitled Karma, and that is about the choices that we make coming back around. Well, the Wheel of the Year it's a little different, because the wheel of the year is about those natural changes that we have no control over, that come into our lives. And we have to respect the power of the universe. We have to respect the things that leave our lives, and we also have to respect the things that come into our lives. And we have to roll with those changes. We can't try to keep things the same. So it's important, I think it's very meaningful that you're heading into this energy. You have this conflict here with the Five of Wands. You want to move forward with the Chariot. Then you have the Hangman, which is about adjusting to a very difficult situation or a roadblock that's coming up in the relationship. And then you head into the Wheel of the Year. The wheels are just going to keep on turning. But it also can mean a change in luck, okay? And then you have that Queen of Pentacles, and this is about being grounded and supportive. Queens are always about providing that underlying energy. They're about support and inner stability. So you do have a couple queens here where I feel like it's not about action, it's about contemplating and realizing it. Whether it's about Cups, which are emotion, or Pentacles, which is about your material life and your physical life and the life that you're building with your partner. So when the Seven of Wands comes up, I'm feeling that there's someone who's having difficulty with change, who's being defensive, who's closing up again. And it seems to be an issue that's been underlying all along, that's kind of rearing its head. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for an outcome card. Alright, I have a Page of Cups, which is interesting. This can mean hope. It can mean believing in yourself. It's about trusting your intuition. But I also kind of feel that pages are all about beginners. You have that young child here. And also it can be a message of love. Pages can also be people who deliver messages. I feel that this Page of Cups is about an emotional breakthrough. Okay, either within yourself or an emotional breakthrough with your partner. Sometimes this Page of Cups can mean about to fall in love, the beginning of love. And so I feel like with all this water energy for you, Scorpio, especially with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups, that there's the things that you're trying to work out in your relationship, especially for those of you who are starting a new relationship, that there's a path to, especially with the momentum of the Chariot, I feel like when you get here to the Page of Cups and the outcome, this is about reaching an emotional breakthrough to where you and someone decide that you want to be together, or you guys get past your differences and the changes, and you're able to start again or have a new beginning. Okay, so Scorpio, that was my reading. And thank you to all of you who emailed me, who were wondering where I've been. Thank you so much for your concern. I really appreciate it. And I hope spring is being very good to you. And as always, I wish you love and light, and I'll definitely see you next month.